Happy Wednesday and welcome to Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistfight, the Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It's so great to be back. And my goodness, it's so awesome to have Dawn Rush on again.
I'm so excited. It worked out this way.
Hello, ladies.
We have so much going on we want to talk about tonight. Oh my goodness, so excited for our audio side and what they have for us coming up. All right,
man.
so I'll go over our
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay. Okay, I'll go over our mission statement and then we'll get right to the show. So our mission statement here at Musicians Hangout is to be part of a revolution, to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And what an awesome community you are. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
What's the good word, ladies?
Well, I heard
from Ohio, round 37.
Hell yeah, Ohio.
So I got a text today at work from our good friend, Mr. Kelly Ray.
Mr. Kelly Ray, shout out to him. He's basically
shout out to Kelly Ray and Joker's Wild.
I mean, that's basically, he's the one that kind of introduced Zanesville to you guys. He's how I learned about the show. So shout out to Kelly.
He's the one that started the whole Ohio thing. It's all
I see them dominoes just keep following. More Zanesville artists are coming on the show. I think it's great. So
shout out to Zanesville, Ohio.
Shout out to all of Ohio because we've got peeps all over
Ohio.
Because of y'all.
I'm pro Ohio.
Right?
OHIO, let's go. You know what I'm talking about?
Actually, I'm thinking about for Christmas getting Maxine and I shirts that say, "We love Ohio."
Yes.
Should. Ohio loves you guys. It's already proven around here, so.
Yeah, we love
we
you guys.
Say, we love musicians' friends. Ohio loves musicians' friends. So,
Oh, we should make some.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Right?
So do we. Speaking of, thank you. For those of you that don't know, Dawn is the one who created our intro video for us.
Yes.
And it's amazing. We love it so much and so appreciate it. Yeah. It really added a nice professional touch to our intro. So thanks for growing.
I support the independence. You know what I mean? I seen what you guys are doing. I just want to see if I can help a little bit. So thankfully, I could help. And
I even love our background is fucking amazing too.
Yeah,
I just kind of set up these green screens, and I'm kind of the media guy in audio side, so everything's trial and error. But I love creating that. I mean, as far as like the aesthetic of the band, that's basically from the same computer I'm broadcasting from. So, I mean, I'm the one, I put Lava House Media is, my side business. So all my media stuff kind of fits underneath that umbrella. And then everything I do for the band is like inside that house, we're all in-house. What we do too. We recorded the record in-house. We do the videos in-house. Bitch about it in-house. I mean, all of it, everyone shows. So, shout out to all my guys if they're watching.
Yes. Hey, guys. Big loves.
Absolutely.
As far as like what's going on with us, May's going to be a big month for us. We got the record coming out.
I heard it's kick-ass. Kelly Ray said it was amazing.
I'll make sure you guys get a couple of these in the mailbox in the next couple of days. You know what I mean? We got the physical copies in the mail. You can get those at any audio side show, or if you know one of the guys, you can get a hold of one of those. The digital stuff, Spotify. We went through the DistroKid route, so all the platforms that are listed on DistroKid, iTunes, Spotify, all the major ones. YouTube Music and all the garbage shit I never even heard of, like Deezer, and we'll be on all the platforms. You will have no excuses not to have our music at the end.
Yes. So this is Kelly Ray, as you can see in the camera. This is Kelly Ray.
Hi.
And he said, well, I'll let you in on something. His new album, because he was saying that you're going to be on the show. I was like, fuck yeah, we're excited. He said, fucking killer.
Right?
Check's in the mail, Kelly. Check is in the mail, sir. Thank you.
So, yeah.
No, we're excited about it. I mean, it took a little longer than we thought it was going to. We got the 2 tracks that we put YouTube videos out for. They're included on the record, the original cuts of those. We put 6 more tracks, put out a record. I mean, for the last year and a half, we get asked a lot at the merch tables, like, where's the record? Where can I get the music? And during COVID, we couldn't play out. So we just kind of cut our teeth on making music videos. I wanted to have something to represent the band because everything's got to be visual now. You can't get away with an MP3 nowadays if that's what you're trying to do. So I thought the visual aspect was more important than the CD pressing. I mean, I work at a car dealership. Some of these new cars don't even have CD players in them. So, I mean, it's almost nostalgic to sell CDs, but I'm all about that physical copy, and damn, that thing.
Me too.
I'm all about that physical copy.
Oh, it's so nice. That looks really
love it. I love it. So, and I love putting it together too. So, it's all done. Like I said, May's been big for us. We play with Jackal at King Clubs towards the end of the month.
Now, is this the same Jackal from Sturgis?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Really cool.
But I just wanted to be clear.
Yeah, absolutely. That's them.
Cool
We got a shot. We played with them last July 4th. I had a great show. The club asked us back to do this year's show with them, and
hell yeah,
that's always a good show to get on. I mean, even if you're not playing, that's a great show to go to because the energy's always good. But to play a show like that, I mean, you can't ask for a better gig. And then the following Saturday after the Jackal show, we're at the Pittsburgh Hard Rock Cafe playing with Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
No shit.
From the 90s. Yeah, they're on a reunion tour. So we're playing the Hard Rock
fucking
guys.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
2 nationals in a row at the end of the month. The record comes out. We're working at the next stage on the next video. I mean, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of moving parts, but I'm just
there is.
Right
Congrats.
now, I'm just trying getting the word out there. I felt like we didn't have much to say for the last 6 months because
cheers to that, brother.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Like I said, you guys will get those. You gals will get those records. I'll put them in the mailbox in the next couple of days for sure. I see you guys rocking the gear. Rocking the gear. You're super supportive. Thanks to Musicians Friend. I mean, you guys have always been big supporters for us. So happy to help out. Happy to have this bridge.
You guys have amazing videos. And you know what? Mike just sent me some sick ass videos of I think he might be putting, his lotion line videos on his YouTube thing. He just sent me some pretty cool ones of Audio Side.
Audio Side lotions?
I believe so. Isn't there?
Oh, I don't know nothing about the Audio Side lotions.
I thought there was an Audio Side one.
Right now.
I thought there was an Audio Side one.
Well, maybe there should be.
Oh, I'm thinking Black Sasquatch. That's what
you
I was
can
thinking.
join us. You can
join
us.
Speaking of Black Sasquatch, we just booked with them August 20th in Parkersburg, West Virginia. So we time back up with the Black Sass as well. Shout out to Ted and the whole gang. I see the question in here. Don, what is my favorite band from the Zanesville scene?
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of talent going on right now in Zanesville. There's a lot of talent going on in Zanesville. But the one that hits me in the chest the most, and I actually texted him tonight, told him to watch the show because I think he'd be a great guest as well. Well, both of them. It's a band called Summore, Summore. They're putting out. They got like a dirty electric vibe to them. It's unlike anything anybody else is doing in Zanesville. I can't even tell you who they remind me of, but they're cutting their own videos. I mean, they got a lot in common with you, Maxine, with you and your old man's cutting your own videos and cutting your own tracks. Yes. They're a couple doing the same thing.
We do our own recording, but we have a producer that does most of our videos. We did one video ourselves. Okay. But we have a producer for the rest of the videos.
Well, they're a power couple as well. That's what I meant to say.
Sweet, I love that. Oh,
check them out at Zanesville. They're putting out great videos, great music. They're pairing them up. They're super underground because nobody knows about them in Zanesville because they're not really clubs that play that type of music. So they're doing a lot of shows in Columbus, and then they're booking all the way out in California. But they're just kind of breaking now, getting started for the last 6 months. So some more Justin and Julie Rose. Shout out to you guys. Julie actually gave me some tips to colorize the Blind Me video because I had it looking like a seizure, and she cleaned me up a bit. So shout out to Julie. She kind of helped me fix my Blind Me video for the second track we released. So Great people, great music, great sound, great visuals. Check them out. That's my favorite band in Zanesville right now.
Sweet. Are they on Facebook? How can we connect with them?
They
'Cause
are
we'd
on
love to.
Facebook.
Cool. Okay, we'll find them.
Well, I mean, shout out to some other. I mean, Dejected's been out of Zanesville, and Black Sass is close. And check out Gudger. Check out 8 Pound Pressure out of Columbus. Check out shit. There's a nice lengthy list. Pay the Toll out of Columbus. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Ohio music scene right now.
Yes.
I wish we had
Sweet.
more creative channels like this in our area. This is what we're missing. I mean, Licking County does what they do.
Yes.
But I haven't seen them do any live stuff anymore, so I'm not sure exactly what direction that's moving in. But I mean, it's good to have that type of thing. I mean, they did great for a long time. Shout out to Roy Boy, that's my cat.
We had Wes Duvall on last week, and he was mentioning that he works with Danny Ray.
Danny Ray. Yeah, he's doing some co-hosting.
Yes,
right,
so they're
right,
on.
yeah.
They're on like a break for seasons, so they're working out seasons. And actually, it got my gears going on picking Daniel Ray's brain about how they do seasons, because it would be kind of nice for Musicians Hangout to do some seasons, because there's months that just don't work for artists because
neither of us.
And
February.
Yeah, April.
For us, it was March. Oh no,
April was bad for weather. Weather was just horrible. The storms were shutting us down. And then December is always
storms and the rain. Oh.
Yeah.
And then you guys had tornadoes at that point too.
Wow. Who, us?
Yeah, out in Ohio, right?
Oh yeah, we had some hellacious hail last week. Some of my siding still laying in the yard right now, to be tell you honest with you. I ain't got put back yet. But dents galore all kinds of rides, golf ball size hail like nobody's ever seen, and it came like it was supposed to be here.
Holy shit. Yeah, we had some crazy hail a few weeks ago. A tree had fallen in my yard. My internet was out. Not during that storm. There were several storms throughout the month of April, and like 3 of them hit on Wednesday night, and it sucked.
Just Saturday, before I went out to Sultan for, my Infinite Chaos band practice. In the morning, it hailed so hard when I went to load my drums into my truck or my car or my SUV or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It looked like it had snowed.
Whoa, dude. Yeah.
Like there was like this much hail on the ground, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Do I need my 4-wheel drive to get to the fucking main road?
Pretty much. This
is ridiculous.
The winter hasn't ended until, I guess.
No, it makes me wonder though. Is Ragnarok coming?
Yes. I wanted to shout out Daniel Ray's in the house.
Daniel Ray! Cheers to Licking County Metalheads and Licking County.
I know Danny Ray. What's up, boy?
What's their other one? Licking County Metalheads, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
This Week in Metal is what you're thinking of. That's what Wes does now with.
Yes, he does this week, but I was thinking of Licking County Metalheads because Daniel Ray and our boy Roy Boy.
My boy.
Cheers.
Now
disclaimer, Musicians Hangout is dedicated to music, not to underage drinking. Please drink responsibly. Okay.
Word.
Always good at a disclaimer, Crash is. She's amazing. Good voice.
Absolutely. It keeps all the legal shit legal.
Hey, we have a disclaimer.
We're all about that.
Yes.
Yep.
So what's going on in you guys' projects lately?
Oh, we have our anniversary coming up. So
yes, we do.
We are celebrating our 3rd anniversary this Friday with an epic music video montage that we'll be hosting Friday night. And it's 7 p.m. our time, so Pacific time, and then that would be 10 p.m. for Eastern time.
Excellent.
Yeah, we're
And
super
that's
excited about
daylight
that.
savings time.
I don't have a new video to send for that, but I will catch you the next round.
Oh yes, and we'll have more montages.
If
As
you
you
still
know.
want to send us a video, though, Dawn, you can always send me a video and I can add it to our
Yeah.
playlist.
Well,
Let's
the
add it on.
only ones I have as of right now, I mean, there's some live stuff up there, and we did a 360 video of the club we played with Jackal at when we
Oh hell
played
yeah, I love
Halloween
that.
with
Yes.
we played the Halloween with Puddle of Mud at the same club on Halloween, but I stuck a 360 camera on the stage, and it come out great. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize the power of that until I got one of them Oculuses where that thing's domed down, and wherever you're looking, it's like you're standing on stage. I sat there and watched myself on stage, and I shed a tear. It was so beautiful.
Cheers, my friend.
It was awesome to watch. It was awesome to watch from that perspective. I mean, the new cameras they got out now is just insane. But I don't think that's catching on as much as I thought it would. But it's a shot in the dark I took. I'll probably shoot the next show 362 just so I can start having a catalog.
Send it to us. Send it to me.
It's on our YouTube channel right now. That whole show, that 40-minute show.
I saw that on your YouTube.
Oh, I don't know if we want to do a 40-minute show.
Well, no. I'm saying that's all 360. You can't rebroadcast that anyway because you're 2D. But this is the whole dome. This is the whole wherever you're looking. If you took your phone and went around the room like that, it's wherever you're looking, that's what you're seeing, and it's unlike I've seen 360 video the same way that Maxine did the old one you guys did a couple years ago.
But all you have to do is he's talking about society's lies.
I
we
didn't
can't
know
hear
that.
you.
Sorry,
When
I was
you-
talking. I've been having bad allergies, so if I mute, it's because I'm clearing.
Girl,
my-
I've been.
hear that?
we
It's
Do
like,
have
it,
this-
girl. Do what feels good. It's all okay.
We have this tree that I have to park under at work.
oh, and the pollen is just raining on us right now. So it's just covered. You know? Shit.
And
pollen.
you know, I live in the forest, so anytime the wind blows or it rains or something, I have had laryngitis for I swear it's been a month. It's just from allergies, just coughing. That I'm allergic to everything that's blooming.
Pollen that bad out there, huh?
Oh man,
Dude,
when you
we
do
have
your
Kelly
windshield wipers and out puts there goes a squirrel and oh there goes a shrub, just from all the pollen buildup.
I just want to say we have Kelly Ray joining us.
Oh, Kelly Ray.
Hey, Kelly Ray.
Oh.
We got everybody in this house. Look at all these people. We got Rebecca. We've got
Yes,
Kelly,
Rebecca,
Kelly.
girl, my sweet girl. Mwah.
we
Big
got
love to you.
Sandra. Let's see. We've got
Villain
Jen.
plays the victim. Hi guys. Love you
Hey.
guys. I miss you guys so much.
We got
Well,
Mike.
which is a good video, Don.
What's that?
We have Sun Up, Sun Down.
That one.
Oh,
Sun Up, Sundown's really good.
that's
I
the
like
first
that.
one we did. Me and my guitar player
did that one.
Dover just
Yeah,
bought a
yeah.
couple GoPros and stuck it up while we was kind of jamming. I just kind of pieced together a video out of the rehearsal spot.
Then there's Blind Me.
That one's
Blind
good.
Me's the first shot I took. That's the one Julie helped me fix with all the red coloring and stuff. I mean,
That one's kicking ass too.
since them videos, and I don't know who would know this, but since them videos, I mean, I'm playing guitar in both them videos, but now we brought in Kyle Campbell on guitar, so I'm just out front singing now. So
Nice.
the new stuff's double guitars, double big guitars. You know, I can play guitar, I can write some songs, but these guys are guitar players, man. I mean, I can't, they make me want to play foosball. I can't fuck with them. So now I'm just out front by myself going nuts, which is probably where I'm best at. And I got the two best guitar players I know playing behind me. And of course, Adam and his big ass drum is, the big drums, the sixth member of the band. Davey Jones on bass, and shout out to all them guys, man. I mean, we're all the work we're putting in the last.
Go!
Shout
So
out,
good job.
guys. Good team you got, man. Good team.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm
Absolutely.
watching these videos and I don't know, I feel like maybe Blimey would be the better one.
Okay.
Oh, blimey.
I think
In audio production and video production, it's a step up. I mean, the first one, I mean, I love Sun Up, Sundown, but I mean, the band's kind of evolved from that sound. I mean, it just keeps getting a little heavier.
Right.
So the new, I mean, that was the first one. So I mean, you know, it's like my first Tonka truck. It's good, but we're pushing farther than that. You know.
I get that.
Right.
That's how I feel about Mr. Red, because that's our first project, even though it was like our third release, but it was our first one that we practiced with, and we did the editing for that one. But all the rest, you know, leading up to the most recent one is Took Too Soon, the Lady of the Lake one, and that one we're very proud of. That's the one we try to showcase our band with because it's so well produced.
Sure.
I really love that song too.
Oh, thank you.
Let me check.
If you're not getting better each time, you're going backwards. You're doing it wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
that's kind of.
Well, I wanted to mention that Crash and I have a show coming up June 11th. It's in it's in Hoquiam, Washington at Ashley's Pub. And we'll be playing with Higher Standard. We'll be playing with Black Shepherd. Moopsy and the Maxwells will be on the bill. So we get to play together.
Nice.
Finally, it's been like
a couple years.
2 years.
Yeah. So we've been to each other's shows, but we haven't played a show together. So it's going to be pretty epic.
So what's the game plan about streaming that live?
Oh, you know, we have talked about it, and we'll probably be like individually streaming each other's bands on Facebook because I did talk a little bit to Black Shepherd. They might set up a laptop. So we're thinking about it, but it's a lot of work when you're and you know this because you do a lot of your production. It's
when you're playing and doing, you know, live videos. It gets a little difficult. Like it gets crazy.
I get it. I mean, for the Blimey video, we took Adam's wife, Kaylee, she runs our merch table. Shout out to her. She's our den mother. She holds it down at the base camp. And Darcy broke her rib that day. It was her birthday that day. It was an event. Then they just ran around with cameras and watched us be jackasses we are. So the more footage you got, the better the video will come out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It takes a team. It takes a village.
It does. And Musicians Hangout is just that. Like when we started and it was just us, it grew very quickly and has just blown up with a community of support from all different places. Ohio included. Like we are just as popular in Ohio as we are in Washington State. And I think that's so great. Well, we're going to come see you guys sometime because we know you love us.
That'd be awesome.
We'll be treated
that's something on Kelly Ray's radar. He's always talking about.
Yeah.
Coming next summer. Okay.
That is a goal for 2023. We would love to do that. So
we hope so. We hope you do it. If you got everybody that was on the show in the same room, you'd have a nice crowd just for that alone. Everybody that's been on this show.
Right.
Yeah, Daniel Ray wants us on Licking County Metalheads when we're there in person too. We have done the StreamYard with them before last year. I want to say that we did that. So we did work that out with them because, well, we're obviously not geographically close. So that was really fun. We had a good time with that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Has anybody did the mileage on how far you're away from Zanesville?
Oh, we did that once and I can't remember.
Pop quiz. Somebody put that in the chat. How far away is the girls from Zanesville, Ohio?
Max is on it. He's looking it up right now. His wheels are going. He wants to drive
111 hours.
111.
We have an old Volkswagen bus that, will be ready then.
1 day and 23 hours supposedly. So that'd probably be 5 days in our Volkswagen.
Epic journey 2023.
2,530 miles.
Yeah, so we're restoring our Volkswagen bus, but it should be ready by next summer. We'll see. We'll come out. We'll come out some way. We like the train too.
Yeah,
so the train would be fun.
Yes.
Of course, we'll be on your show, Daniel. Hell yeah. That's a goal of ours. Yep. Bring in my little toy guitar too, all the way.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Have to. It's going to be a relic by the time it's all done.
All right, so let's talk about this album, Dawn. Like,
Yes.
it's your baby, and I hate being asked this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What is your favorite song on it?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
know,
I want to hear this before
I've been asked this, so I'm asking others.
The thing I'm the most proud about this band is it's a heavy record. The record is a heavy rock record. It's not metal, it's not screamo, it's just heavy rock. But there are some pits in it that are not heavy or rock. I mean, there's just some dip outs. So there's the record. Up to me, the greatest achievement is getting some of the dynamics that we do live on stage to come across on the record, and I think we've done that here. Favorite song on the record. I mean, geez, what's your favorite candy bar? There's a song. Probably the most special one to me was there's a song called "Sugar" on the record. That when me, Davey, and Adam first kind of started jamming around, Adam says, I got this guitar player, Dover, whatever. Let's bring him in and try him out. So he come in, and I was like, well, do you have any? You have any pieces? You know what I mean? And there's always a question I ask anybody I'm ever going to pair up with musically. There's a question I ask, and I say, Beatles or Stones? Okay.
Oh,
there's a reason for that. There is no right or wrong answer. For me, it's the Beatles. There's no doubt.
I was saying Beatles for sure.
You have to have an answer. If you don't have an answer, that's hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I paired up with somebody that didn't have an answer one time, and needless to say, that was the downturn of that band. However, that's another story. The song "Sugar," he come in there and asked me if he had any original music, and he started playing this jingle, and I pinned the lyrics. So within an hour of meeting my guitar player Dover, "Sugar" was written and completed.
Oh yeah, Dover's awesome.
It's my best sheet on the record as far as lyric sheets go. I mean, that's probably the one I'm most proud of. So, but they're all a lot of fun. It's a fun record. There's a couple pits to it. There's a 35-minute trip in this. So, I'm more interested in to hear what everybody else's favorite track is on the record. Really, I mean,
I cannot wait to hear this.
Yeah, like I said, I'm sticking it in the mailbox the next couple of days, and I want to immediately book reports about my record. Damn it!
Yes.
All right, you will get A+.
No, we're just excited. We're excited to get it in everybody's hands. I want it in everybody's hands. I'd hand deliver them all tonight if I could.
Oh, I get that. Yeah.
I'm definitely, because if I'm not at work, I spend most of my time in my car. So I'm just going to put the CD in my car, and then that's just going to be what I listen to.
Yeah,
sure.
Me too.
I spend a lot of time in my car.
I hope so. I had a dream about that moment.
No, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to know your lyrics.
Well, I mean, that's one of the last things I have left to do on the digital release is punch all the lyrics, and that's the last step to it. I haven't got quite that far yet, but I mean,
you will. You got time.
I will. It's all. Everything's happening so fast. When the shows start coming into bookings, and you got merch to deal with, you got CDs to deal with, and there's a lot of artwork that goes in behind all that shit. So I mean, just I tend to wear a lot of hats. So I mean, I do this shit because I love it. I mean, I love doing this stuff. Everything I've done up to this point has been practice for what I'm doing right now. So I'm extremely proud of it.
Well, you can totally feel the passion that you have behind all of your projects. Like you definitely, shine through that.
I appreciate you saying that. It's never my objective to put out bullshit ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's what I appreciated working with you too. Like that you wanted our video and our background to be perfect. And it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We had some problems.
I don't even know.
And it was the music too. It was the music levels.
Well, the music from that is from my previous band, Citizens Brigade. So I just cut a clip out of one of the old records, and that's where I stuck in there. So
I just love it.
I'm just gonna smear myself all over your show, and we'll just do that way.
Please do. It's a win-win.
No, I mean, like I said, you've thrown us
Right.
mad support, so we appreciate you guys just as much. So I mean, thank you.
Thanks. Aw.
Oh yeah, we love you guys.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Well, and when is the release? I know when it is, but plug that for our viewers.
Well,
because
here's the thing we did.
tuned.
I put out I've been a part of 3 other records before this one, and there's always like a CD release party per se or something of that nature,
Yes.
Yeah.
Once we have the records and the shit's out digital, the next party is with Jackal.
Yeah.
You're gonna do so.
Oh hell
the
yeah.
CD will be accessible to everybody. Come to Jackal show on May 27th at the King of Clubs in Columbus, Ohio. New club. They've been around for about a year. They've been extremely gracious to us, and shout out to that whole team there as well. Ricky and Angie and the whole crew there, top notch. It's a top notch club. We lost a lot of clubs with COVID.
Yeah, we did too. We did
A
too.
lot. And there wasn't a lot to begin with. So to lose a lot really hurt the local scene because there wasn't many places that were going to pair up nationals with locals. I mean, there was no we can't get on no arena rock shows and stuff like that. So I mean, it just to have the opportunity still available has been a blessing.
Yeah.
And that type of stuff leads us to go to shows like Hard Rock in Pittsburgh the weekend after. I mean, some of these shows are like,
right. And shout out to the little venues that made it through COVID and who still book local bands. Shout out to you. Hey, shout out to your waitresses.
If you're in my neck of the woods and you're wanting to book original bands, we're on Facebook, YouTube. Get at us. We know bands. We'll bring bands with us. We like to have a good time and keep it a family environment. You know what I mean?
Right.
My so
band Moopsy is actually looking
to
do. Right. Moopsy is actually looking to do like an all ages thing. We don't have many all ages here at all.
See,
well, and you
shows like they're doing.
Well, like Moopsy could definitely do an all ages. It would fit it, like you're great for all generations. I love Moopsy.
So explain this to me. Is that your new gig? Is that what the new band is? I mean, I must have missed something.
Well, one of them.
Yeah,
I have a few.
3 bands.
You're doing 3 bands?
Yeah.
God bless you, girl.
I'm busy. Like, I'm pretty busy every day of the week.
Yep. Slinging.
I work 5 days a week. Weekends are bands.
Sure. Wow. Well, get in where you fit in, girl. I mean, that's great. I'd pull my fucking.
Sometimes it's double band practice. But I love the music, like it's all different music, all of it.
Is there any rollover from band to band, or is it all fresh faces on each band? Any of the same members? Any rollovers?
I'm speaking for you. Sorry. I'm like, it's a mix.
I mean, there was one, but not really.
That's interesting.
But I have played in other bands with a few of the members.
That's what I was alluding to, is you have been in bands with a few of the musicians that are in Moopsy already.
Well, then you already established some chemistry, so that's good.
Yeah.
Right. And then Infinite Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
They were in a band called Nocturnal Mayhem. I was a big fan. Nocturnal Mayhem broke up. The guys still wanted to play. The drummer was out for different reasons. That's a whole nother story, but he was out. So they were like, hey, well, why don't you come in, see what's up? So we've been jamming for a while now.
And wild.
We started with, covers, trying to figure everybody out, like how our music styles are and how we play. And now we're doing originals. And we want to take it slow. Like, we want to record and then start playing shows. So it's nice. I like Infinite Chaos. Totally different style. Totally different style.
Let me turn something on you. Like you say, which one is your favorite song? Hey, which one?
Yeah, I don't have a favorite. They're different. Like they're different.
I do. I have a
I just want
favorite
to
song.
put you on Front Street.
Well, I've been asked that, and
Like,
it felt,
I
I know. But hands down, I love Celtic Demon. I love to perform it. I loved the music video of it. I just I loved the writing process of Celtic Demon. Everything about Celtic Demon was so raw, and it's everybody's favorite to sing. I can get the crowd.
It's my
really
absolute favorite. Like,
no,
Closer?
I know every lyric.
Closer or opener?
We mix it up. We mix that up,
We do
but
too.
it'll be
Yeah.
a surprise. So yeah, sometimes we throw it in the front or the end or in the middle. Like we like to mix it, but like it's really fun to entice people with it at the very end because they're screaming for it by the time you're getting to the end of your set. They're like,
Nice. Well, that's the way
Yeah,
to do
but
it.
then they get a little too rowdy at that point. Like they're just screaming in your face. Like it's like, whoa, bro, okay. Like, god damn.
Walking on the stage. Oh man, our
Calm
show-
down. Don't make me hex you.
What does that consist of? Inquiring minds.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got some energies. I'll say
I
I
believe
fixed.
you. I believe
Well, you
you.
need a Celtic demon, number one.
I did. Oh, we're talking about Celtic Demon. I thought you meant like the energies.
Yeah, any and all of it for sure. I'm interested.
Okay, I'll speak to Celtic Demon first. So, as we were starting our journey of music video production, I was approached by a fan who was building a portfolio to become an artist in LA and go to school there to become basically a special effects makeup artist for Hollywood. And she became that. So she worked on Lucifer. She worked on Lost in Space, just to name a couple of her projects she's been part of. But I met her when she was building her portfolio. So we put
Lucifer, by the way.
We put together Celtic Demon for her because she was going to play this demonic Celtic demon, Salua. And it's a female demon that's basically like a succubus and just steals souls, from anyone, good or bad. Like it doesn't matter. They just suck your soul. So I was really intrigued by this story. So I went home after, having coffee with this really cool chick. I mean, she was my fan. She was like shaking when she met me because she loved our first release was Mr. Red. So therefore we did the music video with her for her portfolio, etc.
Yeah,
but we wrote Celtic Demon in one night. So, we recorded it the same week, sent it to her, sent her like a rough cut that night, and she just freaking loved it. And I loved how much of an earworm it was. And I wanted something that was easy for fans to sing along. So we have a lot of the repetitive, ahs that are included in the song. So
everyone does that.
But there was some really crazy stuff that happened with Celtic Demon too during the production. Devin, this girl, never did get to make the music video with us. We ran out of time, but the first time they tried to produce it, a huge hurricane force storm came through. We weren't there. So the Maxwells were not on site. We were on a family vacation in Montana. And so when we were in Montana, they started the first day of production. And this crazy storm came through over by Lake Crescent. And Lake Crescent sounds familiar to some fans because that's where we shot Lady of the Lake. And these trees were falling, and a tree almost fell on Devin and her family while this was being produced, and they had to, stop the production. Anyway, a year later, we met up with Alex Chandler of Alex Chandler Media Design, and he was just launching his production company and wanted to build his business. So we made Celtic Demon a video with him because we loved the song, and we wanted to gift a music video to Devin that she didn't get to finish. So during the production of the video, his wife woke up with gashes down her back, and they didn't have pets. like claw marks. Total poltergeist in their house going on until
What?
yeah. So that
Dang.
happened. And then another really weird thing that happened was our friends Daryl and Tracy had these strange encounters with our CD. They were in Daryl's truck. Celtic Demon was playing on our EP. Tracy said, I want to take this into my car for my commute. And he took it out of the CD player, and Celtic Demon was still playing. And he was holding our EP.
Wow.
And then they were awakened one night at 3 a.m. of all times by Celtic Demon playing on their CD player. And it was a 5-changing, CD player, and it wasn't even on that CD. So I don't know what we did, but we've got some pretty cool, like,
Some of
legends.
the demons you did.
I guess I let something in. Whoops.
Wow. That's interesting.
So there's my
What did
story.
you conjure?
We'll go into more of my, like crazy energies that like shut down whole systems at gigs another time.
What's that? I can't hear you. What's that?
I totally shut down a whole system at the last gig that I played.
Just twinkle your nose at it.
I have magnetism, and the energy can really mess with electronics, and it really freaked out the sound guy to the point when we were done with our set and I was packing up, he came over and was like, there's an energy about you. I don't think it was anything electrical. It's you. And I was like, I don't tell a lot of people that as I'm broadcasting it internationally now, but I got some weird energies. I fixed Crash's phone by just hovering my hand.
Yeah,
She
that
saw
was
this.
crazy.
So like, I don't know how to channel this. I'm trying to learn how though. I don't know how to
keep me posted. I got some ideas if we'll run some tests.
You don't want to see me mad. Let's say that.
No, I assume so. I don't want to see you mad anyway, but just that's super interesting stuff.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't talk about it too much because it is kind of weird and I don't understand it. But there's that. There you go.
There's a video and lyric idea in there too.
Right?
Isn't it?
Yeah, there could be. But enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Right?
Sure.
So we've had you on the show before, but I wanted to, just highlight your journey as a musician, how you got started with that. For anybody that's tuning in and hasn't heard your story before, I think it's important to share that so that, we can
teach those kids out there.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So my journey in music starts kind of with my journey in music really starts with Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Which Michael Jackson?
Thriller specifically.
Okay.
I'm made in 80. MTV is born in 81. I'm weaned on the shit. I remember all the cheese videos and all that stuff, but I also remember being about 4 because Thriller came out in 84. I'm like 4 or 5 years old. It's the first thing I seen that scared me and excited me at the same time.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like just so mesmerized with this guy, and I still think that guy's a king to this day. But my journey doesn't pivot that way. I don't do R&B and pop music either. So years later, you learn about Beatles and Nirvana and Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, and you learn about all these bands and gravitated towards the guitar. Didn't know nothing. I taught myself what I could out of the back of a magazine for a couple of years, but I mean at that point I wasn't what you call a natural. I didn't even play in tune for the first couple of years, which cost me a couple of years of knowing anything because I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anybody that played. I was just so intrigued with if I can get the first couple of notes of this song, I mean, it'd make my whole day, So you start picking up stuff. Well,
it helps when you're in tune.
Learning tablature for a couple of years, back in a magazine, teaching myself, and then met a guy by the name of Troy Bennett, who I started a band called Citizens Brigade. 2 of my members in audio side was in that band as well. That band ran 10 years, but about 5 or 6 years in, he decided to call it quits. I was the rhythm guitar player of that band at the time, and we kind of had like a Lennon McCartney thing, how we'd write songs together and stuff. And I was writing songs for another guy's voice. But when he quit, I had 4 guys that kept wanting to play. I auditioned singers for like 8 months and I didn't find anybody I thought can do it better than me. So swallowed a bunch of swallowed whatever you got to do to get out front, and just took the center of the stage over on a Halloween night at a bar in Zanesville called the Putnam Tavern.
Nice.
I drugged that band for a couple. We had a couple years after I'd switched roles, but clear up until that point, I was writing songs for another guy's voice and taking the center of that band over. I didn't want to be a copycat of. I didn't want to be a cover band of myself, if that makes any sense. So
that makes perfect sense.
We kind of drugged the band to a halt. Members flipped in and out. I tried to replace them. Citizen Brigade was, I learned a lot about how to do things, and that's kind of put me in the position I'm in now because all the bridges I've built with that band. And it ran 10 years, but all things must pass. So after that band took a halt, I thought I was done. I didn't plan on playing music again. I focused on my son and my hustle, you know what I mean, as far as like the media shit or whatever else.
Day job.
But when Citizen Brigade quit, my bass player, who's still my bass player, Davy Jones, I call him Davy Jones, was Dave Sherfy. We just kept fucking around in the lab. We just kept fucking around in the lab, writing tracks, trying to keep I still had these original music in me, you know. So I put on Facebook as kind of a lightweight joke, like looking for a drummer. I'm asking for a friend because I didn't want nobody to think it was me. I wasn't ready to, I wasn't ready to put that back on Front Street yet. Adam Slater, who's played in multiple bands, and it just ended up being the drummer that I've always kind of needed. The guy's super fun to be in a band with. He said, "Hey man, come down and check it out." Well, me and Dave took a couple tracks down there, and chemistry started happening, and then Dover came, and we ran like that for about a year. Put the 2 singles out. I grabbed the best guitar player I know from from Citizens Brigade, and the guy eats and breathes guitars, builds his pedals, he's fanatic with the shit. Brought him back in the fold to take over my guitar parts so I can be out front by myself. Just doing the vocals, because playing and singing is, you just can't really go nowhere. You're just stuck in the middle of the stage. I like to move. As a singer, I like to move.
I'm behind a kit.
I don't know how you're doing that.
Yep.
Even singing drum, I don't know how you're doing that. I wear a size 16 shoe.
It's easier to sing and drum than it is to strum and drum.
What about hum and drum?
I can't play bass and sing, but I can drum and sing. I can drum and sing anything.
I can.
I don't know why. It just works easier in my brain.
I can drum with the top half of my body. I can't drum with the bottom half of my body. There's no bass pedals that fit a 16 size shoe. So I'm not sure what I can do about that.
Have you tried the longboards?
No. All the guys I've ever sat behind their kit was all tiny guys with tiny pedals, and that's cute. But I'm the biggest guy in my band, so if they don't fit,
you should try the longboards.
Yeah, I never even heard of that. I'm not.
If it don't fit, you must quit.
I'm not really astute in drum life. You know what I mean? It's picking up the guitar and just trying to write melodies and whatnot. Drums is something I never really put much effort into, but luckily I end up with the best drummer around here in Adam. You know what I mean? And the heartbeat of the band is an important thing. So I salute both you girls being drummers, because if you ain't got the heartbeat, you ain't got shit. If you ain't got the heartbeat, you got an acoustic tour or acoustic act. So that's not what I wanted to do. So
acoustic can be fun. I like doing that.
It is fun, absolutely, but I like to get loose at a show. You know what I mean? I don't want to lullaby you. I want to rock your fucking socks off. You know what I mean? That's more fun to me.
Right. I want to rock your socks and melt your face.
I can watch an acoustic show, and that's fun, but playing one is not that much fun. At least for me.
All right, Crash. Fans have to know, what are you munching on? They have to know.
It's beef jerky. I answered. I said, it's beef jerky. I'm sorry. I haven't eaten it all day.
I didn't see the beef jerky. That's great. That's good. I dig that.
This is what I said. Beef jerky. I haven't eaten it all yet. Sorry. I have the munchies.
Rightfully so, my friend. Rightfully so.
I'm a working girl.
I get that too.
I work in food. I just never eat it.
Just take a bite.
Man, I'm so excited for you, Don, being able to be, able to just focus on the singing, because there's so much that goes into vocals that now you can just focus on and be part
Sure.
of.
I mean, sure, absolutely. I mean, when I was playing
Mingle,
guitar,
proud.
I didn't realize how much of the vocal. I mean, there's a lot of vocal cues that will show you your timing change or whatever. There's a lot of so to cue the guitar and the vocals. It just was. I could pull it off, but lightweight. I couldn't do both at 100% because I was doing both. You know what I mean? So if you take one away,
focus one on the other.
I can open up my energy on stage, which is probably where I'm better at anyway. I mean, like
That's
I said,
sweet.
my guitar players make me want to play foosball. I mean, they're that good. I mean, I don't have to write the song. I can just hum it to them, and they can tell me what it is. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Well,
couldn't ask for a better situation right now as far as guitars. So, I mean,
Dover is pretty amazing.
both of them, and even Davy Jones.
Yes.
I mean, he's a hell of a guitar player too, and he plays bass in my band. I mean,
Oh,
the
yeah.
guitars are
Fair
heavy.
enough.
The other thing that benefits us is everybody. I got a couple metal heads. I got a couple rock heads. I mean, there's mixed flavors in this band, so it adds for great dynamics.
Well, it's definitely a phenomenal lineup.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. Having a mix of all of that just brings so many amazing layers to it.
Absolutely,
Really
and like I said,
And
it
that's
takes
what
a village
Moops
to
is
do
about
this shit.
too.
You're
Yeah.
Yes.
You're really only as good as your weakest link, I think, and when you don't have a weak link, then you can really do some damage.
That's how the Maxwells are, because,
agree.
well, we feel each other on all sorts of levels, and we've played together for, is it 12 years? How long have we been? 14? I don't know. Long time. So it's
Longer than
like,
you can remember.
Right.
it's like, I don't know, a second nature to us to be able to read each other and where we're
Yeah,
at.
absolutely. I mean, I
Yeah.
think that's where you can do the most damage. You know what I mean?
Solid.
That's why I was saying with Crash playing 3 bands, I don't know. That's just fucking so foreign to me.
Badass.
I'm 110% on the gig I'm in. I couldn't imagine doing that 3 times over. I mean, I wouldn't have any hair or voice left. You know what I mean? Really?
Right.
Yeah.
impressive.
Sorry, I'm telling villain plays the victim. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I will definitely get a hold of you, and we'll make that happen. Love you.
Cool. They're gonna be on our show. Sweet. Yeah. Would
Yeah,
love
And
to have you
everybody in
guys.
the chat, I've sparingly looked at it. Villain plays the victim. You can get it all digital platforms on May 21st, is what I'm told. That's how it's set up. The digital,
Ooh,
the
nice.
physical copies are you can get them at any show or get it at any member. We'll get your hands. We'll mail it to you. Whatever. We just want to get it in people's hands. Thanks for the question.
Yes. And we want it in our hands.
You guys will have it for sure. For sure. I mean, you're
Yeah.
rocking
Yeah.
the gear.
We
You're
got the whole
sitting very
set,
supportive. How can I not?
yo. Got to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Dude, yeah, I play that shit in my vehicle all the time.
Yeah, I jam out to CDs on the way to work too. It'll be a good, commute CD. Maybe I'll play it in class. Oh,
Depends upon how many cuss words are in there.
I'll just talk really loud over it. You didn't hear that?
Ah,
I had an 8th grade English teacher that taught English with the Beatles.
Oh, that's
That's
awesome.
cool. But I mean,
I remember your post a while back. I said that when you're talking about incorporating music
Yes,
in your lessons.
Metallica Mondays.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant shit. I mean,
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do but put an earwig in some kid's ear with a lesson? I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. That's more memorable than you can even think than you can even think it would be. So I mean, absolutely, that's great.
Well, and I mix it up. We have Beatles days. We have Chris Cornell, with all of his projects throughout the day. I had Tool one day, some instrumental with Slipknot because they do drop F-bombs and don't have a lot of clean versions.
Sure,
So
sure.
I have to be careful with the cussing in class, but they definitely love, as they call it, classic rock.
What the hell did you just say? Did they just call it classic rock?
What I'm saying is this: if that's classic rock, what is Sabbath?
The oldies.
Is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm. That's what they told me recently. I was like, okay, so what's my classic rock? Like Sabbath.
So what is Aretha Franklin?
And that's what I asked. And they thought about it. and they didn't know they were either torn, because I'm like, you need something for the oldies then, and they're like, either the classic oldies or the oldies, and I'm like, you guys can't call it that.
The double up.
So it's all clumped. One of the seniors explained to me that it's all clumped together. Oldies is oldies. So Zeppelin, Kiss, Sabbath.
Well, you think about them records. Some of them are hitting 50 years old this year. So I mean, it is old.
Whatever. So am I, motherfucker.
Hey,
It doesn't mean I'm a goddamn oldie.
Vintage.
I'm a 1980 model. I don't even tell my age. I'm a 1980 model with high miles.
I tell them I'm 118 because I'm a vampire. But
you can feel 111.
I am definitely from the 90s. I wasn't born in the 90s, but my, genres were definitely late 80s into the 90s. Like I was really into grunge. I'm really into, the new metal from like the late 90s, early 2000s.
That's my metal too. My metal too.
Like fucking
Dale Palmer. Dale Palmer says every music is different levels. Yes.
Mudvayne. Sorry.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess music dates you, but there are always going to be the classics, and I appreciate that they call my music classic too. In a sense, it definitely stabs me like I'm that old shit, but it's also like, yeah, that's fucking good music.
Every time I hear Chris Cornell's name, I think I got to see Temple of Dog about.
Oh,
nice!
I'm jealous.
Like a month and a half before that happened. They were on their way to Columbus the night before that happened. They were supposed to play Rock on the Range in Columbus. And that happened the night before. Just like unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, they did Temple of the Dog where, Vedder wasn't there, but the crowd sang Vedder's parts, and it was just an incredible show. Incredible.
Yeah.
You said Tool. I got to see Tool Fifth Row about 2 months ago, and that was a fucking incredible show too. Me and Darcy went there. Shout out to her.
Tool always puts on an incredible show. If you're looking to see Maynard, you're not going to see him.
One of my top shows is Tool because of the light show alone. My God. And I was third row Tool for a little while until my friend almost got crushed, so we moved back row 10, but still fucking cool.
I'll tell you a valuable lesson Tool taught me being fifth row. So they're playing elaborate rhythms. I mean, between the bass and the drums, they're sometimes not even in the same time.
Danny Carey is amazing.
One of them spots, you could tell they lost it. They lost with each other. I'm looking at the bass player, and he's looking at the drummer.
And they're looking.
He gives him one of these, and on the second one of these, that's the one. And they were right back in.
Oh, that's cool as shit. I love that shit.
Boom, one, and it was like so fucking synced. I was like, that is a pro move right there. That's just incredible shit.
That was pro, but also how human to see, like, because we fuck up too, and it's so awesome to see our heroes also,
fuck up.
Sure,
we're not machines. We are not machines.
There's live music is a strange animal. You just grab it by the horns and run with it. Every night's not gonna be the same. Yeah. Every sound guy's not gonna be the same. Every venue's not gonna be the same. But
every monitor isn't gonna be the same.
Oh shit!
Sometimes I can't hear shit.
Run with it. Run hard.
Never hear shit.
Ever. I know, because they never mic anything except for the vocals.
Where are we?
I'm like,
follow me.
Right? I don't know, but this is what I'm playing right now.
Well, my goodness, Dawn, it was so awesome hanging out with you tonight. So we are coming up on. Yeah, we are coming up on our hour here, and we would love for you to shout out where all of our fans can follow you. So tell us, plug yourself, and tell us.
Facebook, you can find Audio Side Official on YouTube. That's where we're going to put the channel up. On the 21st, Spotify and all the digital platforms. Come to the show if you want the real thing. It's here. It's finally done. Jack on the 27th. Jimmy's Chicken Shack in Pittsburgh on June 4th. Black Sasquatch with them later on in August. We're banging as hard as we can this summer. If you want to find us. At the end of the month, you will have no excuses. Thank you guys for the invite.
Boom, drop the mic, Don. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh, we love you too and appreciate you.
We love you guys, yes.
We'll help promote you. We will
Yes.
listen to your music. We'll share your music.
Hell
And we'll have
yeah.
you back on. You'll be back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime. I'll be back anytime you invite me.
Hell yeah. All right, you want to take us out?
Absolutely. Let's go. Good night, everyone. We will see you Friday night for Musicians Hangout 3rd anniversary party. Come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tell
Keep
Crash sent you.
rocking.